And you'll notice also right here in the beginning part where they describe language. Language is such an interesting thing. Back when Adam and Eve come out of the Garden of Eden, apparently, based on what we read here, look at verse 6. By them their children were taught to read and write, having a language which was pure and undefiled. We usually refer to this language as the Adamic language. This perfect, pure language. And if you look at verse 5, they had a book of remembrance that was kept, which was recorded all the things that God has given them to write by the Spirit of inspiration. And isn't it fascinating that through the history of time, often the written form of language is created in a way to try to encapsulate what God has given different cultures, different nations, peoples at different times, that often that's the driving force to get things written down. English, what was our first and most widely published book in the history of the English language? By far, the Bible. Yeah. And thus it is in many other languages, is people trying to encapsulate the spiritual, so that's why they're learning these written languages. And it seems to have been that way from the very beginning. The language was written down so that they could take the things that had been inspired by God.